Namaskar. Today we will see brachial plexus. Brachium means arm and plexus is network. So the network of nerves which supply the upper limb is called as brachial plexus. The brachial plexus is formed by the ventral rami of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th cervical and the first thoracic spinal nerve means last four cervical and first thoracic spinal nerve. This is the section of the spinal cord. This is the gray matter which shows anterior horn, posterior horn. Anterior horn gives attachment to ventral root and posterior horn gives attachment to dorsal root. And in the course of dorsal root, we can see the dorsal root ganglion. The ventral root and dorsal roots they join to form spinal nerve. The spinal nerve divides into ventral ramus and the dorsal ramus. The ventral rami form the plexus. There are 31 pairs of the spinal nerves. Spinal nerves are attached to spinal cord. There are 8 pairs of cervical, 12 pairs of thoracic, 5 pairs of lumbar, 5 pairs of sacral, and 1 pair of the coccygeal spinal nerves. So, total there are 31 pairs. The ventral rami of C1, C2, C3, C4 form the cervical plexus, while C5, C6, C7, C8, T1 form the brachial plexus. Ventral rami of T1 to T11 form the intercostal nerves, while T12 ventral ramus form the subcostal nerve. Ventral rami of L1, L2, L3, L4 form the lumbar plexus, while the ventral rami of L4, L5, S1, S2, S3 form the lumbosacral. Lumbosacral plexus is also called as sacral plexus. The brachial plexus is tree-like, means it consists of parts like the tree. There are 5 types of parts in the brachial plexus: roots, trunks, divisions, cords and branches. The roots and trunks lies above the clavicle. They form the supraclavicular part. It lies in the posterior triangle of the neck. On the side of neck, there is one oblique muscle called as sternomastoid, and it divides the side of neck into two triangles, anterior triangle and the posterior triangle. The roots and trunks lies in the posterior triangle. The divisions lies behind the clavicle, while the cords and branches form the infraclavicular part which lies in the axilla. Axilla is also called as armpit. The roots of brachial plexus are formed by the ventral rami of last four cervical and first thoracic spinal nerve, means ventral rami of C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1 form the roots of brachial plexus. So C5, C6, C7, C8, T1, these are the roots. If C4 takes part, then the plexus is called as prefixed, and if T2 takes place, it is called as postfixed. The ventral root of the spinal nerve is different from the root of the brachial plexus. Root of the brachial plexus is formed by the ventral ramus, not by the ventral root of the spinal nerve. The roots join to form trunks. C5, C6 join to form upper trunk. C7 continues as middle trunk, and C8 and T1 join to form lower trunk. So there are three trunks: upper trunk, middle trunk, lower trunk. The trunks divides into divisions. Every trunk divides into two divisions, ventral and dorsal. Middle trunk also divides into ventral division, dorsal division. Lower trunk also divides into ventral division and dorsal division. The dorsal divisions of all the three trunks, they join to form posterior cord, while the ventral division of upper trunk and middle trunk join to form lateral cord, while the ventral division of lower trunk continues as medial cord. So there are three cords: lateral cord, posterior cord and medial cord. The cords gives branches. The lateral cord gives three branches: lateral pectoral nerve, musculocutaneous nerve and lateral root of the median nerve. The lateral root of median nerve joins with medial root of median nerve to form the median nerve. Medial cord gives five branches: medial pectoral nerve, medial cutaneous nerve of arm, medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, ulnar nerve and the medial root of median nerve. Medial root is from medial cord, lateral root is from lateral cord and they join to form median nerve. The posterior cord gives five branches: the upper subscapular nerve, thoracodorsal nerve, lower subscapular nerve and the terminal branches, the axillary nerve and the radial nerve. So these are branches from the cords: three branches from lateral cord, five branches from medial cord and five branches from the posterior cord. So total there are 13 branches. The branches from the brachial plexus can be divided into two groups: the supraclavicular branches and the infraclavicular branches. Supraclavicular branches are from roots and trunk, while infraclavicular branches are from cords. Lateral cord gives three branches: the lateral pectoral nerve, it pierces the clavipectoral fascia and supply the both pectoral muscles, that is pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. The second branch is musculocutaneous nerve, as it supply muscles as well as skin. It is called as musculocutaneous nerve. It supplies the three muscles in the front of arm. And the third branch is lateral root of median nerve. It joins with medial root to form the median nerve. So lateral cord gives three branches. The medial cord gives five branches. First is medial pectoral nerve. It pierces pectoralis minor muscle and supply both the pectoral muscles, that is pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. The second branch is medial cutaneous nerve of arm. It supplies the skin on medial side of the arm. Third branch is medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. Means it supplies the skin on medial aspect of the forearm. The fourth branch is ulnar nerve. Ulnar nerve is also called as musician's nerve, and it is responsible for the intricate movements of fingers. And the last branch is the medial root of median nerve. The root value of branches of the medial cord is C8 and T1. Only the ulnar nerve consists of C7. So root value of ulnar nerve is C7, C8 and T1. And in the remaining branches, the root value is C8, T1. In case of lateral cord, all the three branches consist of C5, C6 and C7. The posterior cord gives 5 branches. The first is upper subscapular nerve, then thoracodorsal, lower subscapular, and the terminal branches, axillary nerve and the radial nerve. The upper and lower subscapular nerves supply the subscapularis muscle. Lower subscapular nerve also supply teres major, while the thoracodorsal nerve supply the latissimus dorsi muscle. So it is also called as nerve to latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi is the only muscle which connects bones of lower limb and bones of the upper limb. And the latissimus dorsi has the long nerve supply from the thoracodorsal nerve. So it is usually used for myocutaneous grafting. The axillary nerve is also called as circumflex nerve, and it supplies the deltoid muscle and teres minor muscle. It surrounds the surgical neck of humerus. So it is also called as circumflex nerve. And the terminal branch, larger terminal branch of posterior cord is radial nerve. Radial nerve supply all muscles of back of arm and forearm. The root value of upper subscapular nerve, lower subscapular nerve and axillary nerve is C5, C6. But the root value of thoracodorsal nerve is C6, C7, C8. And the radial nerve consists of all 5 roots. The supraclavicular branches are either given from roots or from the trunk. The branches from roots are from C5, dorsal scapular nerve. It is also called as nerve to rhomboides, and it supplies the rhomboides major, rhomboides minor muscles. Then second branch is nerve to phrenic. Phrenic nerve supply the diaphragm, and the root value of phrenic nerve is C3, C4, C5. So C5 gives a branch to the phrenic nerve. Then C5, C6 and C7, they form the long thoracic nerve. It supplies the serratus anterior muscle. It is also called as nerve of Bell. The serratus anterior muscle is used for pushing and punching movements. It causes protraction of scapula. An injury to this nerve will lead to winging of scapula. Then C5, C6, C7, C8, these roots also gives branches to the longus colli and scalene muscles. So these are branches from roots. Out of 3 trunks, only the upper trunk gives branches. The upper trunk gives two branches. One is suprascapular nerve. It passes through the suprascapular notch and supply the supraspinatus and infraspinatus muscles. And the second branch is nerve to subclavius. It supply the subclavius muscle. Now coming to the applied aspect, applied anatomy. Earth's paralysis. Injury to the Earth's point leads to Earth's paralysis. Earth's point is a point on the upper trunk and 6 nerves meets here. The C5 and C6 roots join to form upper trunk, and upper trunk divides into two divisions, ventral division and dorsal division. And upper trunk gives two branches, the suprascapular nerve and nerve to subclavius. So 6 nerves meet at this point. An injury to this point due to fall on shoulder or application of forceps during forceps delivery or fall of weight on the shoulder leads to injury to Earth's point and causes the Earth's paralysis. In Earth's paralysis, the position of hand is described as policeman's tip hand. In this position, the arm is adducted, means near the trunk, and there is medial rotation of humerus. The elbow is extended and the forearm is pronated. The wrist is flexed. So this is just a position which is used while taking tip. So this position is called as policeman's tip hand or waiter's tip hand or porter's tip hand. Now this position occurs because the muscles producing opposite movements are paralyzed, means abductors are paralyzed. The supraspinatus muscle, deltoid muscle, they are paralyzed. There is medial rotation of a humerus arm because lateral rotators are paralyzed, means the infraspinatus, teres minor are paralyzed. There is extension of elbow because flexors are paralyzed. The biceps brachii, brachialis, these muscles are paralyzed. There is pronation of forearm because muscles producing supination, the supinator muscle, brachioradialis muscle, they are paralyzed. There is flexion of wrist because extensors of wrist are paralyzed. Injury to the lower trunk leads to Klumpke's paralysis. Injury to lower trunk or C8T1 root leads to Klumpke's paralysis. And the position of hand in Klumpke's paralysis is called as claw hand. In the claw hand, there is hyperextension of the metacarpophalangeal joint and hyperflexion of interphalangeal joints. Hyperextension of metacarpophalangeal joints and hyperflexion of interphalangeal joints. This position is called as claw hand. Injury to the long thoracic nerve leads to paralysis of serratus anterior muscle. Long thoracic nerve is also called as nerve to serratus anterior or nerve of Bain. Injury to this nerve leads to paralysis of serratus anterior muscle, and due to this the medial border of scapula is raised and that is called as winging of scapula. Thank you.